Okay, so we've created the attribute. So I go in here, we'll see that we've got our block called table with our attributes attached to it. Now we've got another couple to do. Now for the practice you could go ahead and just create the attributes in the blocks as per the book. However, I just want to show you a quick tip. If attributes are fairly similar, and in this case they are, a little quick tip that might kind of get you by and get you there a little bit quicker, maybe in a test or something, or even in a work situation. So if I zoom in here, first thing you need to do is you need to convert this block back to its original parts, and the way you do that is if I go to the Home tab, there's a little explode button here, or keyboard shortcut is X. So if I click on that, having selected the block, you see it converts my block back to its original format. So we've got 4 lines and the 3 attributes. Okay, so what good's that, I hear you ask? Well, along with the properties palette, so hold control down and tap the number 1 key, brings me this up. Along with that properties palette, we can really modify and add attributes to this next chair if you like, really quickly. So using the copy command, let's just copy those attributes down and back across there and zoom in, and I can move these if I'm not happy with the position of them. I can move these slightly, I'll move it slightly down. I'm not really worried about the price, because remember the price is going to be invisible, so I don't really care where that appears on the screen. Still, so all we've done is just copy them down, and we're really calling this thing a table as well. So what do we do next? Well, if I highlight each of the items individually, so each of the attributes, so if I left click on this, you'll see up here in the properties palette, it tells me that that item I've just highlighted is an attribute definition. We knew that, no big surprise there. Come along then, I'm just going to close up these because I don't really need the general tab, but you can see in here, and we'll be looking at this and using this extensively. And the quick properties toolbar I'm getting kind of fairly comfortable with as well, so it's a new feature as well, so we'll have a look at all of those. But for now, I don't need any of the information in the general area, so I can click on that little black arrow and up it closes. Same with the 3D visualization, close that up. But everything I need's in here in text and miscellaneous, so it lets me kind of close up this a little bit more and make it a little bit neater for me. Okay, so if you look, I've got item highlighted and it tells me this, so the tag is item. Annotative prompt, there's no prompt. Why is that? Because it's constant. So I look down here, it says constant. Well, we're going to be, if you read the book, we're going to make all these variable. So this is no longer constant. So how do I change that to variable? It's nice and easy. Left click in this box, brings up that little arrow and select no. So it's now variable. So if I pop in here, then I can go enter item name. So we can enter item name in there, and it's not a table anymore, it's a chair. So I can type in chair, and that's it, and that's the attribute created. No calling up dialog boxes, placing text, or doing anything like that. That's my first attribute created. I left click outside and hit escape, and that's that one done. I'm going to just check it. Yep. Now left click on type, and instead of enter type of table, we can just change the word table to chair. Caps lock on. So enter type of chair, and it's not a teak chair, it's maybe an adjustable chair. Everything else okay down here. Upside down, backward, invisible, constant, verify preset. You remember all those from the attribute dialog box. So all easily accessible for one in here, instead of having to go and create the whole thing again from scratch, because they're fairly similar. So enter price of, not table, chair, and the chair might be slightly different. I'm not sure. I think it's €130. So we'll put in the price there anyway. And you can see this is invisible. If I wanted to make it visible, it's quite easy to kind of make it visible or invisible. I'll leave it invisible as it is. So there's my 3 attributes, very quickly and very easily modified. Obviously a far quicker way I think you'll find than having to go in and type in all the information to each and every attribute. So you've got most of them done, and you can do the same then for copying this down to the next one as well. And I'd copy this one down because, well, that's a variable attribute in this, the item is a variable attribute in this one, I think it's a constant in this. So if you're kind of aware of what is what, and you will be as you're creating them, you'll know which ones to copy to where, So a quick and easy way to add in attributes to your drawing. And then all you got to do is just make a block of it. So I'll make a block called chair. Pick my base point and select my objects. Convert it to a block, allow exploding, why not? And there it is, and up it comes enter item name, chair, adjustable, price, and okie doke. And I've got an adjustable chair. Okay, so a quick way of just adding additional attributes to your drawing once you've got some created already.